From the gun, here's Swift.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try to run with Swift.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The give now to Abanikanda. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Abanikanda. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rodgers to throw on second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Rodgers going to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Rodgers now on first down.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And he is going to lose yardage here. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
On second down, it's Abanikanda.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Game. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah from 13 yards out.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Morstead out. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go.
Flushed out right.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of getting a decent gain.
On 1st and 10,
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
He's checking. 60 Bobcats. 57, come on. Tighten up. Pull it together. Tiger Hornet. 57's right. I'm on. Kill. Tighten up. 73.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining 1st half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
flush to his right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
56 to Mike. 56.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hurts.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
He's He's got it at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Rodgers now to throw. Flushed out right. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They give it off here to the tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Throwing is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Randall Cobb, 34 yards.
And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame.
Here's 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.